Hello everyone, it's me the Shifty Loser, here at Two Road Gaming. Bit of an Assetto Corsa Competizione special today. Update, or version, sorry, 1.1.1 today, apparently. I saw that on Steam. It was a bit buggy. I didn't make a video previously about the updates. I was just checking it out and I noticed it was a bit off. Anywho, they've sorted it out now apparently, so we'll give that a whirl. But we're going to take a quick look at the new car. The new cars, sorry, and Zandvoort Circuit. Very, very nice circuit. Only raced here, 3 laps now in. I was off a few times, so it's very nice. Anywho, check out the new feature look. Here it is. We can move the car around, and that's a very, very pretty Aston. Look at that. It looks a bit like a catfish. That's my take on that. But very, very powerful looking beast. V8, not the V12 anymore. Anywho, we'll test it out. We might as well test it at Zandvoort, and we'll see what it's like to overtake. I've started as a 17th position of a 20-car race. Opponent skill at 90 and opponent aggressiveness at 90. I didn't want to go full 100, just because we're testing out. I have no intention of finishing the race itself. Anywho, let's crack on and take a look at the cars. Well, here we are, guys. I've done this with the McLaren as well. I've stepped the field of view back just so you can check out the internals of the car. It's very pretty, very well put together. They've done a great job over at Kunos. So kudos to Kunos. Well done. They've done a very pretty job. I don't like racing the car at this field of view, to be fair. It's not so bad on the Ultrawide, but I prefer to be further forward as if my desk is the dashboard. I mean, I have a wheel in front of me. I can already see it turning in real life. I don't need it on the screen. If anything, it's just confusing. Anywho, so here we are at Zandvoort in the Aston V8 Vantage. The only reason I'm going to test out the V8 Vantage and the McLaren Shadow project is simply because they're the only really new cars. The other ones are evolutions of. If you want to have a look at those, by the way, I check out our channel called Chris A. Very, very good. Very good sim racer. Does great videos, so I would check that out. But anywho, here we go on Zandvoort. Now the first corner, it's practically banked, is how I'd describe it. It's very, very nice. If you get on the, I'm sure they call it camber, but in reality that's just massively banked. And this feels very nice, this car already. Apparently this circuit is very difficult to overtake. I've not tried it with other cars on yet, so I couldn't possibly say. I mean, I've only had a couple of laps on it. Anywho, so far this car's very nice, to be fair. Traction control is down to, 2, apparently. I suppose that's because I've got it on the aggressive setup, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I? I don't know why I broke that. Sorry, guys. I don't know the circuit. I'm still learning. We're learning together. Learning together.
Car on the right.
So far, the car feels...
Right.
I don't know. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know I've been racing in the V12 Vantage in my career mode. And I very much like that car. It's very quick, very lively out of the corners. This feels a bit... I don't know, a bit watered down, a bit sluggish. I mean, the saving grace, of course, is listen to that V8. Oh my word. It sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now this is a genuinely good corner at Zolder. A chicane where the initial corner pretty much comes back on itself. Right over the top of a crest as well. The circuit itself, by the way, is absolutely delightful. I very, very much like this circuit. Very much like it. Lots of run-up. Sometimes the road itself acts as run-up. It's weird. A couple of corners in the first sector, I'll call them out when we get there. On the car itself, it just doesn't feel like it's got that grip that the V12 had. Even though apparently I believe this has a turbo in it. It just, I don't know, that power doesn't seem to be there. The car feels sluggish, it feels heavy.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I'm not sure. It may just be that I'm very used to the V12 Vantage. Oh, this sequence of corners is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. When we get to the end of this straight is when the corners with all of the runoff I was talking about, where you can practically just... The road itself is just so wide. You can just hammer on around the corners. Not necessarily this bit. Which, don't get me wrong, the road itself drags you around. These corners coming up, the next two, you can just hit the power. Go, look at all the road there, look at it all. And the same round here, as long as you keep this tight, you can just hit the... Oh, I overcooked it. Come on, Aston.
Car on the left.
I think it's unfair of me to review a car on this. I'm not very good, obviously.
Clear on the
Not
left.
very good. Hopefully, I may back off actually. Let these guys pull away a little bit so I can get a clean lap in. see what the car's like and the circuit's like. Apparently though it is difficult to overtake. I don't think I'm in a position to do that, to be fair, at the moment. I will give it a go actually. Let's smash through it. Let's hit it, let's see what happens. Down into second nice and early. Okay, I'll tell you what, given that we're coming up to a new lap, I'll stop speaking. You can just listen to the car and look at the circuit. Righto, I'll speak to you shortly guys. Enjoy the soundtrack. I know I do.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Very lively with low traction control on, to be fair guys. The engine sound is so different to the V12, I'm getting confused with the upshifts, because with the V12 I was basically purely on the sound. Now the circuit is delightful by the way, everything about it's beautiful. I get what they mean when they say it's difficult to overtake. I get that so far, even though I've not overtaken anyone on this. I've only spotted one or two zones where I possibly could. This straight coming up being one of them. Probably not by missing a gear. However, I feel that if you have to track your brake. Have to track your brake.
Sometimes the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Okay, so in short, the Aston. It is good, to be fair, it is. You've just got to... I feel that with a few more laps on this, I could definitely bring those lap times down significantly and definitely get used to the car. It definitely feels lighter. Which makes sense, coming down from a V12 to a V8. The cornering, it seems more planted going into the corners, but with less power coming out. It was the exit from the corners that I loved about the V12, that I absolutely love. I guess I can still use it. I'll have to do some lap times in the two just to see, because this one it may just be a case that the car itself is far more stable, and it does feel that way. It does. It could definitely bite your face off. No getting away from that. It could definitely do that. Now the circuit is beautiful. We will test the McLaren out on Zandvoort as well, so don't worry, I will be giving a bit more of an in-depth review of the circuit. It's just a case of I need to get used to it. So far, the laps you've seen, +2, is all I've done. So we'll leave it there and I'll jump over and we'll have a look at the McLaren now, guys. So here we are, the McLaren itself, a very, very beautiful looking car. I like the little alien thing down here. It's very pretty, very pretty. Not sure what these things are, but whatever. Again, when you can turn the car around, I'm very impressed with this. I mean, I'm not usually impressed or taken in by a livery or livery, however you pronounce it on a car, but this one's very nice. Very well put together. I like the way they've done a little shadow motif there. Very pretty. Very pretty. And the car itself, the modelling, it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It looks spot on. I mean, I've never seen the car in real life, so I'm speaking purely from conjecture, but it looks absolutely beastly. Beastly. Righto, let's confirm that. Yeah, why not? We'll do Zandvoort again. I was going to do Brands Hatch, just because it's in the UK. You know, track of the kingdom with cars of the kingdom. However, Zandvoort is new, so why not? Why not? Again, everyone, I've set the field of view back. I just want to stress, I don't actually race like this. If you don't believe me, just check back on the previous career mode videos there, and you'll see all the new online ones that I've started to roll out. Quick online career from myself. So here we go again. But yeah, with the field of view set back, just so you can see the inside of the car, there's definitely been special attention paid to this McLaren. Look at the belts coming over the shoulders of the chap there, flexing every time the car hits a bump. And on the left, that bracket that it's connected to looks absolutely fantastic. It just looks genuinely beautiful. Very, very nice. The car so far, obviously, I've not got out of second gear. I don't know why I'm in second gear. But there we go now. Off we go. Well, it feels quick. Any word so far? Let's hope I don't get wiped out. Coming into the first
Car on the right.
corner.
Clear on the right.
Try and play it nice and safely around the...
Car
Oh,
on the
what
left.
the hell?
Clear on the left.
Well, at least this gives us a chance to just get a proper review of the circuit, I suppose, without the rest on. I don't feel that was my fault, motherfucker. Anywho, here we go. Once I get some pressure in the tyres, I'll really be able to push it, and we'll be able to see what sort of performance we get from it. But so far, it feels very planted. Very, very planted. Definitely one of the cars that could just rip you apart. There's no getting away from that, but it feels lovely. Oh, it feels very, very grippy. Oh, yes. Like I say, this sequence of corners, I challenge you all, don't be fearful going through there. You can power on. It's all about hitting that apex, not like that. I definitely felt the car feeling a bit skittish beneath me there, but I was pushing it somewhat. Here we go. Listen to the downshift over the crest, by the way. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Absolutely delicious. Now the car is very, very good in the tight corners. It definitely feels nimble. Definitely feels quick out, like the old V8 Vantage. In fact, just with more raw power. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, you can feel the downforce over the car when you brake 100 mile an hour. Christ knows what that is in euro miles. Anyway, when you go past 100 mile an hour, you feel the downforce pushing the car into the road. Oh, that sound of the downshift is absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. Now this car and this circuit thus far, oh, I feel like I can just warrior my way through the corners. So far, this car and this circuit is the perfect combination. Now, I daren't just full throttle out at every corner, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely feathering the throttle there. But oh my word, it feels good. You're so quickly through the gears. Can I get to 6 before the end of this? No, I don't want to push it. Down into third, I'm not hinging the brake anymore. Just nicely on the throttle and power out. Oh, this feels beautiful. Power. Nice, that was very, very quick. Keep it tight and keep momentum. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, I messed that up. I tried getting too brave. Come on, power through now. Don't lose it, don't lose it. Like I said, they're not just full throttle out of corners. It's not a way to go. You've definitely got to feather it. I suppose I could turn the TC up. But why would I want to do that? Why would I want to get rid of all this power? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful ride. I mean, I accept all the other cars. They're pulling away. Which means I'm not very quick, but I don't know the circuit. I'm confident the AI does. Very unfair. I've never, ever even heard of Zandvoort until I saw it was on Assetto Corsa a while back. I watched a video by McLaren. He did an F1 car around it just to see what it'd be like on Assetto Corsa. That's the only time I've seen the circuit. And I knew at that point it was going to be an absolute pig to get round safely, but honestly it's not. The circuit is so nice to drive. It pulls the car around absolutely beautifully. Come on, come on. There we go. This is absolutely amazing, guys. Right, I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to let you listen to the engine and check out the circuit without me bugging you. Here we go. Every time I'm trying to push it too hard. Don't drop it, don't drop it.
We're halfway through. Keep it up.
gives you the confidence. Just gives you the confidence to push it. That downshift sound, absolutely orgasmic. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. I know what I'm doing this evening. I'll just be wrestling this thing around this circuit all night. Come on. Bring it online. I'm having it. This thing is amazing. And this circuit, guys, absolutely fantastic. This section here at top speed, very few straights, and where there are straights they're very short, but there are very, very high powered zones in this circuit. Very high powered zones. Overtaking will be a dog. I'm looking forward to seeing how the F1 cars do it. Oh, weird race with the banking on the corners. Absolutely amazing. Well done, Limited Media Group, for choosing that. I'll give you that. Kudos. Oh, that was a bit tighter. I quite like that, but later on the power though. I'm confident with a bit of tweaking on the car, or getting used to the TC, getting it set where I want it for certain sections of the circuit, I could definitely speed up quite substantially. And I've definitely got to master that corner. That was quick, but not tight and not neat. I didn't like it. This car though, everyone, honestly, absolutely amazing. So let's have a quick recap of what we've been through tonight. We've had a look at the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Not overly keen, to be honest, but you know, I'll have to try it a few more laps instead of just the 3 or 4 I did for this review. I just wanted to give you a first impression more than anything. Feels sluggish compared to the V12, but I am slightly biased because I love the V12. We've had a look at the Zandvoort Circuit. We're on it now. We've been on it all the way through. I very much like it. It does feel like there are certain places in the circuit you will be able to overtake, but they feel few and far between. Perhaps snatch a few places on the corners, but these are all massively dangerous zones to overtake. You're not going to get them round the outside. You're not going to do that. Getting on the inside, if you dive bomb, you're probably just going to wipe yourself out and the guy that you're dive bombing. So again, not a great deal of point doing that. Overtaking through this section, possible? Yeah, I would say so. Dangerous, absolutely massive risk. No getting away from that. The car is so wobbly as you go round. Limited downforce until it does kick in, but because you're squirming around and the circuit's very bumpy, it's unfortunate I've not got the opportunity to get some overtaking done in this. I will be racing this circuit quite a lot, especially online. I'm sure that this will be popping up very, very frequently in the server lists. Very nice circuit, very nice circuit. What else have we seen? Oh yes, this thing, the McLaren Shadow project. Oh. Listen to that downshift. My word, that's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, this thing, guys, this thing is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I don't want to stop driving it around. I mean, you have to fight it at times. You can feel it want to just pull away from you and just rip your bloody face off. But honestly, if you've got the time, get on this thing. Get on this thing. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, before we come to the end of the video, I do want to throw in a couple of shout outs out there. My good friend the Yorkshire Hero, great videos. I've missed a few, we've not been online, so I don't want to give some like false statement. I've not seen them. I will be watching at some point soon, I'm sure. It's also Jamie Smith Gaming Jamie Gary Smith is his alias for his gaming channel. However, he started up a virtual reality one. I will put the link in the description below, of course. Definitely recommend going over there. It's a new channel. Do show it your love and support like you do with us, guys. My good friend Bob Flange. Bob has been prolific, absolutely prolific recently with all the sports games. I mentioned in the last video how I feel about the sports games. Kudos to that, Bob. Kudos to that, my good friend. Very much enjoying all of that, especially now we can see your beautiful face, sir. A delightful man, not just a voice for radio. And my good friend Mama Slug, smashing them out. I'm very jealous that I've not played Gears yet. It does look absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying the videos. Quite in depth. Very good show, my friend. Very good show. My friend Wacker's the same. He's changed his channel name, by the way, everyone. It's DJ Wacky. He had the channel previously with that name, and he's going back to his roots. Don't get me wrong, he's still doing all of the FIFA reviews and some podcasts as well. Very good channel, very good episodes. I'd definitely go over there, especially if you're a FIFA fan. Well, not a fan of FIFA, no one is, but a fan of the game. I'd definitely get over and check it out. Definitely fantastic player reviews. And my friend Irfan, jolly good show, sir. Jolly good show. Taking on recommendations of what characters to create
Right, race is over. Good
in
job,
Red
mate.
Dead Redemption
Best
2,
to bring it back to the
which is
wins.
very much. I better get out of that. He's very, very good at it, guys. Very good. They all look very, very similar. So I do recommend going there and giving it a watch. Again, the link will be in the description below. But thank you very much for watching. I do hope you like this. Well, first impressions, I suppose it is. Not so much of a review, except on the McLaren, which is absolutely fucking amazing. So get on that, everyone. Get on that. Well, do like, do subscribe, all that jazz. And do hit the notification bell. If you want more content like this, do comment below. I'm more than happy to do some specials for you. I feel that the career mode is sadly coming to an end. Now, I've done all I can. There's only the endurance races, which don't get me wrong, I enjoy the endurance races, but making videos of that is a bit tedious, to be perfectly frank. A bit tedious. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Do like, do subscribe, and do look out for the online videos. There'll be more of them coming up shortly. I'm very much enjoying the online, so I might as well document my progress for you. So far, I'm 2 races in. Doing okay, I haven't lost yet, so... Well, by lost, I mean I haven't come last. But anywho, have a good evening, everyone. Goodbye.